Okay, hello everyone. My name is Mingchen Dai, and I'm a student now studying at the University of New South Wales. And today I want to introduce to you about some research that I have to complete the project for Flashpoint. Nowadays, with AI being widely used in contact correction, more and more companies and government departments are using AI contact in their communication to help Flashpoint lives build its broader values and stay competitive. I carry out a study on how large companies and governments prefer to communicate their CSR messages in the age of AI-generated content. In this study, I used literature review and case analysis methods to ensure the accuracy of the result. I consulted academic journals such as the Harvard Business Review, industry reports from the Deloitte and McKinsey market research database, and official website related to governments and corporate social responsibility. Journals like Communication Today has helped us to understand how AI affects communication, and both in theories and in terms of the ethics. Industry reports give us up-to-date data on media and consumer trends. At the same time, business example helped us to know how brands build trust and how audiences react. These materials provide us with strong support for analyzing AI influence on corporate communication. However, since the most of the data comes from public sources, they may not fully reflect the newest local practice or flashpoint labels, specific salient situations. In today's communication world, AI-generated content is growing faster than ever. Both business and governments now using AI to make text, pictures, and even videos to save time and money. But at the same time, people's trust in AI-made content is going down. Here we present a picture from Guilty Images. And we can see from this picture that 98% of the consumers believe that real photos and videos are key for trust, and nearly 19% wants to know whether an image was made by AI. We also saw that 76% for people struggle to tell what is real and what is fake. In the flats, we like healthcare and finance. The public wants companies to be more open about the AI use. The Edelman 2024 Trust Report also supported this. Only 38% think AI is well controlled, and 35% don't support the wider use. This shows that in the AI EU, trust and openness has become the most important part of the communication. At the same time, many characters and boundaries are also think a standard. For example, a film starring Hugh Grant added this note at the end: "No generative AI was used in this film." Also, 95% of the practice artists say they want to be asked before the work is used by AI. This clearly shows that authenticity is becoming a new social value. We also notice similar patterns in government CSR communication. Many Australian government departments, for example, in their Reconciliation Action Plan report, often use real historical images and trust story from communities. When explaining their cultural promise and social duties, they focus on trust and openness, showing that governments prefer using real pictures and stories to keep authenticity and emotion connection. In addition, our study also finds that AI-made stories have clear limited. AI can create content faster, but it have not feeling or real life experience. Many AI written pieces look perfect, but they often lack warmth and emotions. That's why AI contexts often feel cold and can fully show the key values of social responsibility, the owners and empathy. This is where Flashpoint's drones really stand out. Flashpoint always focus on real people and real stories. In a world filled with AI context, where trust is real, Flashpoint human-centered storytelling has become its biggest advantage. Research also shows that people are more likely to trust and connect with stories that have a real face and real voice. Sales art communication is about showing sincerity and social impact, something machines can't truly do. Of course, our current research also has some limits because it's based on public data and reports, and since AI communication performance change quickly with time and the culture, results can vary by context, different organization, audience, expectation, and policy setting can change how balance authenticity and efficiency. For example, a global company might focus on innovation while a local government might care more about credibility and public participation. In the next stage, we plan to go deeper through case study and interviews to learn how organizations can balance AI tools with real human storytelling. We will also try to turn our findings into real strategies. For example, using the label created by people in marketing and promoting trust and openness in communication. By studying this trend more deeply, I think Flashpoint can continue go through its advantages through humility and trust on today's AI-driven medium world. That's all for my speech, and here is my reference list. Thanks for your listening.